Hello friends, right now I am going to teach you a well-known principle, that is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. You can also call this as a uncertainty principle. So scientist Heisenberg gave this principle in the year 1927. Hence it is called as Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. As we know, classical mechanics, according to classical mechanics, this classical mechanics provides or describe the motion of macroscopic objects. You can also call this classical mechanics as Newtonian mechanics. So this classical mechanics provide extremely accurate result, that is we can measure the position and momentum of particle accurately and also simultaneously, but this is limited only for large objects or large bodies, that is this is limited for microscopic objects. But if we consider the case of microscopic objects like electron, proton, then in that case the result of classical mechanics fails, and here quantum mechanics comes in picture, or the quantum mechanics is good in agreement. And in this quantum mechanics the word accuracy is changes with the word probability. This is not due to inaccuracy in the measurement or the measuring instrument, but this is due to something inherent in the nature of moving body. So in the case of microscopic object, the wave particle duality comes in picture, that is this principle is, or according to this principle, particle is associated with a wave and wave is associated with a particle, hence this is called as wave particle duality. And according to de Broglie's wave group or de Broglie's relation, lambda is equal to h upon p, and the value of p, or p is the product of m into v, so lambda is equal to h upon mv. So this is background for this principle. The statement of the principle is that it is impossible to determine accurately and simultaneously the value of position and momentum of a moving objects in case of microscopic objects. And here this position and momentum are the pair of physical variables. Also energy and time are the another physical variables whose values are uncertain. Now see, consider this is a wave group. This is a narrow wave group, so we can find the position of particle within this group, like probably correct. But what about its wavelength? As this is a small wave group, so we cannot find accurately the value of its wavelength. And see this equation, that is lambda is equal to h upon p. So if we can't find the value of wavelength correctly, then we can get the value of momentum. Now see this another group of wave. This is a wide wave group, so here we can calculate the value of wavelength more correctly and hence value of momentum. But now what about its position? We cannot find accurately the value of position since this wave group is wide now, and hence this is the reason for the uncertainty in the measurement of position and momentum at the same time. Now let us see, let us examine this principle. Suppose this is an electron which is having mass m, and this electron according to de Broglie according to wave particle duality, this electron is associated with a wave. So suppose this is a wave. So if we want to calculate the position of this electron, then probably we can say the position delta x is equal to its wavelength, that is delta x is equal to lambda. That is, this electron present anywhere within this wave whose wavelength is lambda, and hence this delta x is equal to lambda. Now to observe this electron through this telescope, suppose this is a telescope and we have to observe this electron, then we illuminate these electrons with light having wavelength lambda. Suppose this is light having wavelength lambda, that is, we strike the photon on this electron. So after striking on this electron, this value of momentum of this electron changes. Suppose original value of momentum is p of the electron, then after striking with the light or after striking with the photon, this original momentum changes, that is delta p, and is nearly equal to the value of its magnitude of the photon momentum. And here momentum of photon is equal to h upon lambda. So this change in momentum delta p is equal to h upon lambda. Now if we take the ratio of this delta x and delta p, then delta x delta p is equal to this lambda into h upon lambda. So here this lambda gets cancelled, so we get delta x into delta p is equal to h. This is equation of Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Suppose we have to calculate the value of position of electron exactly, then here the derivative delta x becomes 0, and if this delta x becomes 0, then we cannot find the value of momentum, and vice versa. And more correctly, this equation delta x delta p is equal to h can be written as delta x delta p is greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi, or delta x delta p is greater than or equal to h cut by 2. And this is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Now we know the value of momentum. P is the product of m and v. So take derivative of this term. So delta p is equal to delta m into v plus m into delta v. But here this delta m is equal to 0. So this term becomes 0. So delta p is equal to m into delta v. So put this value in this equation. So delta x into m into delta v is greater than or equal to h cut by 2. And hence this delta x into delta v is greater than or equal to h cut by 2m. This is another Heisenberg uncertainty equation. Now we have another pair of values, that is for energy and time. For that, suppose an electron having mass m and is moving with velocity v. So in that case its energy, that is kinetic energy, is given by the formula E is equal to 1/2 mv square. Now to find uncertainty, take the derivative of this term. So delta E is equal to 1/2 into 2mv delta v. So here 2 gets cancelled. Then delta E is equal to mv into delta v. Rearrange this term. So delta E is equal to v into bracket m into delta v. But we have the value of m into delta v, that is delta P is equal to m into delta V. So put this value here. So delta E is equal to V into delta P. Now this velocity is nothing but the rate of change of displacement with respect to time, that is V is equal to delta x by delta t. So this equation can be written as delta E is equal to delta x by delta t into delta p, and hence delta E into delta t is equal to delta x into delta p. But we already calculate the value of delta x delta p, that is delta x delta p is greater than or equal to h cut by 2, and hence this delta E into delta t is also greater than or equal to h cut by 2. That is, if we find the value of energy, then time is uncertain, and if we find the time, then E is uncertain. So this is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Now one question is there, why electron does not exist inside the nucleus? So for that, see the reason. Suppose electron is present inside the nucleus. So in that case, the de Broglie wavelength value should be nearly equal to order of the nucleus diameter. That is, this is equal to 10 power minus 14 meter. And from this corresponding value of momentum, that is P is equal to h upon lambda. So we have the value for h, that is 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 divided by the value of lambda is 10 power minus 14. So we get 6.63 into 10 power minus 20 kgm per second. Now from this, the energy can be written as E is equal to 1 half mv square, or is equal to p square by 2m. So we already calculated the value of momentum p. So E is equal to 6.63 into 10 power minus 20 bracket square divided by 2 into its mass, whose value is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. So we get 2.42 into 10 power minus 9 joule, or in terms of electron volt, we get E is equal to 15095 million electron volt. That is, we divide this term by 1.6 into 10 power minus 90. So if electron is present inside the nucleus of atom, then in that case the energy should be equal to 15095 million electron volt. But in actual, this energy is greater than maximum binding energy of the nucleus, and hence, or this is the reason that the electron does not exist inside the nucleus. So this is all about the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Thank you.